Alright folks, we got a little bit of Packers camp practice for you here. I know a lot of guys have been talking about seeing some different stuff online, what people are up to. So this is a little drill we do for practice to work on our passing game primarily, and to work on our vision and keeping an eye on receivers, which is something that I know I always need a lot of work on. So this is very similar to a real 7-on-7 drill that you might see in football. In real football, this is an 8-on-8 drill. If you notice, we've got two backs. We have the quarterback. We'll have a receiver, another receiver on the other side. We also have a third, like a flanker or a slot back, depending upon where we're using them. The defense can, have various settings. Usually I'll have two loopers to try and get some pressure. So with some defensive backs and a linebacker, etc. And we also have the two tackles in there to sort of just simulate kicking out the loopers and what we'll come up with. So basically, what we're going to do here is run the board, and we'll see what we come up with here as far as a passing situation. I might throw one pass, two passes. Again, it's just a passing practice drill. It's a drill to keep me, a little bit sharper, to get me a little bit sharper watching my players. Okay, so you see a stoppage, and depending upon your league rules, there's certain situations that are available to me right now. The only pass I have available is that back that I ran up through the path of the tackle. So we'll try and connect on that pass. And again, remember, this is a practice, so we're always trying to get sharper with our passing skills. Okay, we'll see if we can connect this pass. Line them up. And it's a good hit right in the middle of the back. So now what would happen is, well, we could just end the play there. We could just say that's where it's going to go to. Or we could work on trying a couple other things. We could adjust the cornerback or the safety there to try and make a play. Or I could try to even throw that tight pass to number 86 in the BAM. That pass would be allowed. And that would be a really sticky spot to throw. As you can see, he is engaged, which is allowed in the BAM and the DFW rules. But he's also got a man right there, so if I miss him, it could be intercepted. It could also hit my tackle there, and it could be an ineligible receiver. So we'll see what happens. I'll give it a shot. Okay, now that would be a completed pass right there. Be a short gain on the play. But sometimes you got to be able to throw those passes, as you'll hear from the other DFW guys. It could have also thrown over the middle to 88 there as well for another short gain. All right, coaches, just another example of running the Packer 8-on-8 drill that we do for practice. Got a couple different situations that we're simulating this time. Slightly different formation where we've got our both wideouts tight with our flanker off 5 yards off the line, again simulating BAM situation. Okay, we're going to have one safety back here in a zone coverage. He's going to be coming up to cover the back, and we've got our linebacker more lined up in the spot that might be filled in by the fullback up the middle, and we have our corner here is going to run off with Don Hudson to maybe put a little bit more pressure on me, having someone in the passing lane as I decide to throw this ball. So let's see what happens. Here we go. We'll run it off. Okay, again, the back right up the middle, which I don't really want to see at this point, because that's not really realistic. It may not happen as often. The linebacker came up and missed him. I've got a few options. I could throw to him. He's covered. I can still try to make that pass just for practice sake. But I think I'm going to try to go to Hudson here in this situation. And I'm also going to go to Brockington. We'll see what happens with him. Okay, we'll get in here with the QB and see if we can make the pass to Hudson. That's a tough throw because I'm trying not to hit the looper right there. Okay, got the pass to Hudson there, the bottom of the base. I'm pretty sure that I could easily hook up the pass to the back over the middle 25. It'd be a long throw. It'd be a good practice throw. I'm going to throw the pass, make sure I can hit the little swing pass out here to Brockington, which should be no problem. And I want to be careful of the overthrow. Okay, easy connection there. More than likely that would be a no gainer or a very short gain on the play because he's surrounded. pass I'm going to try to make is right here, the Franks, run into the tight coverage. You know, and trying not to throw the INT here. I'm going to have to work around the camera a little bit. Alright folks, we are going to try to hit this pass to Franks here. Not quite sure if we're going to be able to make it. It's a tough pass, but it's a pass I might have to make in a game. That would be a gain of about 7 or so yards. And I'm going to try to throw low and away, trying to avoid the possibility of an interception. Okay, and did hit. It was a nice pass to hit the base, and that would give me a nice gain. He's just about to be tackled. His arm's not quite on him there yet. So, but as you can see, it's a tight passing lane, but it's something that you might need to have to do in a situation with the BAM rules allowing passing to a covered receiver. It's always got something good to practice. All right, coaches, one more shot of the 8-on-8 drill. Here we've got the receivers wide. We've got one tight end on the right, and we've got the split backs, both looking to flare toward the flats or even the swing pattern. Pretty much a classic football NFL type of style set. Let's see what we get out of this. All right, very good. So what we've got a few things actually. I've got a long pass open to Dollar over here. All right, this corner ran off my wide receiver on the left pretty well. So the only thing I've got left shooting for here, it looks like, is Brockington. I might try to make that long pass over there if I thought I had to, but in this case, we'll try to throw a little pass to Brockington. And then this is also some good practice for our defense as well, to see once we have a situation like this, if my defenders, once adjusted, can close and make the tackle. So it's not just a passing practice, but it's also good to see how your defenders react as well. Okay, so the pass is complete to Brockington. So now what we're going to do is anybody that's not engaged, we're going to adjust. So we'll adjust the corner here, who was in a little bit of a zone, and we also had the backer. The middle backer was in a little bit of an inside zone, covering the flats. We'll adjust those two, and we'll see who closes on the ball and what happens here. On a miss, so Brockington in that case would have got some nice yardage. So you can sort of, again, see what can happen in that situation. Probably what I learned a little bit there is defensively, I'd probably move my coverage man up a little bit to cover that flat a little bit better, but not to close and overrun him.